Okay, man, man. She really went out like Rengoku, if you know from Demon Slayer. If you know, you know. She gave Deku and the rest of them a fighting chance against Shigaraki and All For One, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause when Shigaraki took her quirk, I thought it was GG. I thought it was raps. I thought that was game over, like, honestly. Cause she probably has the most broken quirk, other than One For All and All For One, you know? And now that Shigaraki has it, combined with All For One, I thought it was GG. You know, basically, because she could basically create plot armor with that quirk. But nah, she gave her quirk one last command, one last rule, which is to patch Shigaraki, give him that patch notes, nerf him, limit the amount of quirks he could hold in his body. Which I hope whatever quirks were destroyed in the process, Deku better pray was the most broken quirks Shigaraki had in the arsenal. Cause when he figures out how to like get rid of New Order and get it back and all that, my god, he's gonna have some trouble. So whatever he has left on top of that, he better hope it ain't the broken abilities he had before. I hope he at least got patched on some of them. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like they did take a page out of Demon Slayer's book. Especially they probably seen the whole movie with Rengoku and kind of made Star like their own version of that, basically, where they're only there for a short period of time. You get their backstory and all that. They have like this one major moment that impacts the future of the story, but like even though they impact the future of the story, they themselves don't last that long. But honestly, I think it's because of the music choice and all that, because I'm thinking to myself, why did Rengoku's death hit so hard but not Star? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, for me it didn't really hit as hard. Like, you let me know, did Star's death really like hit for you? Like, did you get emotional about it? For some reason I didn't. Now this leads to what I was saying in my prediction video, and the first 2 episodes is a good sign of this. I was stating how My Hero needs to up the stakes, up the intensity by having more characters die in the show. And hopefully Star's death is like hinting that there's gonna be more deaths and more serious moments happening throughout the season. Because this is like endgame for My Hero Academia right now. Like, there should be more tragedy going on. So hopefully this is like a small hint of what's to come of, you know, people disappearing and not coming back and like mistakes being made. Because like, of course there have been deaths in My Hero in the past, but like, I feel like there should have been way more than there is, especially during a war arc, honestly. Now, one thing I have to say though, real quick, especially her being like the strongest American, or probably even the second strongest hero behind All Might ever, probably, like using her to basically tell the world and tell the rest of the countries like not to come to Japan, like it's on site, like you're gonna go out just like Star in Japan. That was like a great way to not add like so many new characters into the season, and like avoid drawing like a bunch of new characters and think about like so many new overpowered quirks to add in, you know, in the fight. I felt like that was another reason why they even have her fight Shigaraki and have her die like this, is to kind of avoid like extra work and implementing like the whole world into the fight, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but I could see where that played in their mind, and that's what kind of gave them the idea of how to have the first 2 episodes play out. Oh yeah, one thing I have to mention though too is Star mentioned a name called John Doe. Like, who is John Doe? Is that All For One's like original name? I'm assuming, because that was so subtle. Like, she just said it like we already know who that is. Or maybe I'm just the only one lost, but who is John Doe? I'm assuming is All For One, but I just don't remember the show stating his name before ever, like his real name. And I always wonder why. Maybe if you say his real name, like a quirk activates that like instantly kills you, maybe, or something like that. But very interesting. That's my theory for John Doe. I'm assuming that's the case. Now in the end, we learned that Star kind of gave them like a buffer, some extra time to the heroes, to the class. Crazy how they had to rely on teenagers to save the world, but you know, that's how it goes in shows. But yeah, so like they have like at least a week to prepare, get ready, find Shigaraki while he's at his weakest, while he's patched for the time being. One thing I remember too is, I think last season they talked about someone in the school being a traitor. Is that still the case? I believe so. Or maybe I'm like losing track of what happened, but I believe there was like a traitor, right? Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I'm just like remembering after seeing the end with all the characters and all the classmates, I was like, wait a second, isn't there like a traitor somewhere? Like, that's probably the reason why they end up not gonna find him. It's probably the reason why they're not gonna find him at all is because of the traitor, right? So yeah, you let me know your thoughts on this episode, your thoughts on what the heroes should do moving forward. Of course, they're on the hunt for Shigaraki right now. What do you think is gonna be happening in the next few episodes? What's gonna be like the next big event that's gonna be going on? Is someone else gonna die? Who you think is gonna be the next person gonna die? I can't wait to see how Shigaraki is gonna use the new order quirk. I ain't gonna lie to you, because of course, for some reason, whenever a new person obtains the ability, they're able to use it better than the original user, of course, in a shorter period of time. So I already know Shigaraki is gonna show some new way to use it that not even Star was able to do. So let's see. Anyways, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.